with Elly Clues, the owner and the creative flair behind Villa Maison. Good morning, Elly.
Good morning, Trish.
Now, I've taken pieces from your autumn-spring collection and from your trips to France. Can we first start with your autumn-spring collection? These are beautiful pieces.
Autumn-winter, yeah?
Autumn-winter. Can you tell me a little about the inspiration for this and how you bring together a new collection?
Yes, well, to be honest, it is not planned. It just falls together like a puzzle. I walk around, I see things, and I start to get a little picture of something, and I always find it, and then it just grows and grows and grows into a collection. The things that I can't find, I will create myself, such as the trophies, which we had a manufacturer for, and then I Google the events which I will have engraved on the trophies. They're events that were there in the 1920s or events that are still there to this day. And that together eventually becomes a real story. We really go into seasons with Villa Maison, so what we are having on the show now obviously is autumn winter, and as you have seen in our show, we have a lot of chocolates, a lot of charcoals and blacks. So
it feels very you feel like you could really cocoon yourself in the whole thing.
That's the idea of the stand. We would like to show the items as such that we have a lot of people coming on the show that say, I'd like to live here. Can I sit down? I put my bag down and this is my lounge room.
Yes.
And that is exactly what we aim for. So when we hear those comments, we're very happy.
Oh, yes, yes. Can you tell me about these particular pieces here? I love this little stand. It's gorgeous.
This particular collection, the wool winder, the riding boots, and the small child's shoe lasts, they are actually a collection of two French antique dealers. They were in the antique business for 30 odd years. I came across these guys in Paris. They were exhibiting at the show, the Maison AGHA, and all the pieces, they have now become manufacturers. They don't deal in antiques any longer, but all the pieces that they manufacture are based on antique pieces that they've had through their hands in the last 30 years. So they're absolutely true to the vintage style. They sit on the factory floor and they just won't get up until the color black is exactly as the way they want it, or the color chocolate is exactly the way they want it. And it's extremely detailed.
That's why they look so authentic. I mean,
they do.
You would think that they were antiques, and because they dealt with it for so long, they obviously just know exactly what they need to do.
The detail is amazing, and you know, the metal ring is not just metal; it's solid brass. The quality is outstanding, and I just love this collection.
It's just lovely. Now, can we speak about these? I love these. I would have, when I was in France last year, I would have loved to have had the time to go around the markets and did not. But I understand these are from your three-timely visits a year to France, and you scour the markets.
Yes, I do. I'm still astounded how this collection has been received, because it's started as a bit of pleasure. I was in France. We have a house there. You may have seen it in the latest House and Garden magazine. We go to the markets, we buy a few bits and pieces for the house, and then I thought I should really try a container of this. And I never know what I find in the markets. Sometimes I find a lot more furniture, sometimes a lot more accessories. It is always, for me, it is an adventure trip as much as, you know, anybody else's. And I had no idea what to expect for this collection, and it's been so strong. We are on to our 18th container now, and I'm talking in a period of 18 months. It's just selling really, really well. And for me, I am secretly so happy, because the first container, my husband said, look, if this is not going, you can't go back to France, you know, it has to be viable. And the first container sold out very, very quickly, so I'm like, yes. And I just never know.
And the look of them, you know, I mean, this is gorgeous. This is a real leather.
It sure is. I have a supplier, you know, having done this for a little while now with the Collection Privée, I do have my firm suppliers, and this is a gentleman, he's Austrian with his wife, and he has a lot of the sports ball. They were from the 1950s. They're still inside is straw. In those days, that's what they were like. They're quite heavy. Old coffee mills, old wooden grinders, old skis and poles, all these things come from him. I've got another supplier for my bread cutters. I've got another supplier for the French baskets and everything wine related. So I'm really lucky. I've got my sources, but I still visit the markets 3 times a year for the things that just, you know, spring into your eye, and you just bring them along.
Because you pick them up and you wonder who held it and
I know.
what house it
I
was
know.
in and how long ago it was used. I mean, it just,
Yeah.
yeah.
I am
very
exactly. I feel exactly like that
just to handle
because,
them.
like you said, it's with vintage jewelry also.
Yes.
You know, who's been wearing it, who gave it to her, was she happy? And this is the same thing. Where's this from? Who played with that?
Yeah.
That is just
Yeah.
gorgeous. That
just
is priceless,
delightful.
really. It's
Yeah.
the history behind all the pieces.
Yes, yes. Well, I hope you have a lovely fair. I'm sure all this will be sold out in a flash.
We had a fabulous morning, and we're just so happy to be here. We love doing the shows, and we have the fingers crossed for a good one.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Thank you so much for your time. I know you've been very busy on your stand this morning.
Thank you also, Trish. It's lovely to speak to you. Thank you for asking me.
Thank you very much.